All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for 9 minutes with me all over Facebook, IGTV, and on YouTube. I am here at Rosie's Corner on a Wednesday. Why? We got to support the local businesses, of course. I'm going to take out some chicken and biscuits. I'm going to go home and eat, and you can too. It's takeout only here. They've got an awesome array of food on their theme food days, as I mentioned. Chicken and biscuits today, pizza and wings. If you don't feel like coming to the restaurant for the curbside pickup and the like, they'll deliver it to you, or even Grubhub is available to bring it to you as well. Here at Rosie's Corner in front of the Burton Bridge, if you're in and around Central New York, I know a lot of people saw my tweet last night. A lot of people see my Facebook post. Be sure you keep supporting local business right now. My wife's car is at Ken's Auto Detailing, so keep supporting the local businesses as we go, to the best of your ability with finances. Obviously, there's a lot of people who freelance, a lot of people who are in their own kind of world. You're kind of trying to figure out what you want to do in terms of money. It's tight, et cetera, et cetera. There's one thing that you can do if you can afford a little bit here and there, and that is to support local businesses. Come on out to Rosie's Corner, get the pizza, pasta, hot and cold subs, and more. Lunch and dinner the rest of the week. They've got their Fish Friday with the mac and cheese or coleslaw and French fries tomorrow and on Friday for the actual Fish Friday. Let's talk a little Tom Brady to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was official this morning. Yesterday, it was actually broken by Colin Cowherd of Fox Sports. He had predicted that Tom Brady would probably go back to New England, but he was the one who got the source, and he released it with Fox Sports yesterday. What does it all mean? Let's unpack this. First of all, what does it mean for Tom Brady? I think it's just basically a fresh breath of air. I think that's really what this boils down to. I'm not in the camp of, hey, this is going to be, Joe Namath in a Chargers uniform. This is going to be Michael Jordan in a Wizards uniform. This is going to be Willie Mays in a New York Mets uniform. Let's just wait and see what happens here. He's got a ton of weapons in Tampa. I just think this is a new opportunity for him to close his career and breathe some fresh air. Bruce Arians is the complete opposite of Bill Belichick. He's not going to be up his bunghole every day. They're not going to be fighting every day for supremacy inside the walls. Bruce Arians is going to crack some jokes once in a while. Tom Brady is going to walk outside, and Tampa Bay is not a shithole like Foxborough, like New England. New England's a dump, and Tampa Bay is gorgeous. He's going to have warm weather all the time. He's going to have new teammates. He's going to have a new uniform. He's going to play in an unbelievable stadium in the Pirate Ship. I don't know why there's a bunch of people who think that place is brutal and that they can't sell out the stadium. My God, they sold them out a bunch of games during the Super Bowl era with Derek Brooks and company and a bunch of others. You take a look at the recent times when they got Jameis Winston. The crowds were great. My buddy John Kilb covered the Buccaneers for a long time down in the state of Florida. They will sell this place out banana land now with Tom Brady. They're going to bring back the creamsicles. I've heard that they're maybe actually going to have new uniforms all together in terms of a new color scheme, a new logo and the like. But for him, it just is a fresh breath of air. That's what this comes down to. He gets away from the Patriot way. He gets away from the strict codes. He gets away from Bill Belichick. He gets away from having to beg and ask to go get more weapons. When you see Stephon Diggs getting traded to the Buffalo Bills, you see DeAndre Hopkins get traded to the Arizona Cardinals for a bag of black beans, okay? And Tom Brady sitting there like, dude, I got Julian Edelman who's getting older. I got Gronk who's retired, who's screwing around with wrestling in the future. My defense is pretty good. I got the GOAT in terms of, or an arguable GOAT in terms of the head coach with Bill Belichick, but I need more weapons here. Now, I don't feel bad for Tom Brady over the course of years in terms of, people saying, well, he hasn't had a lot to work with. Christ almighty, they brought in Randy Moss one time. They brought in Rob Gronkowski. Granted, he has created an opportunity for all the receivers who have gotten there. Brady has made all those guys better, whether it's been Edelman or Amendola, whether it's been Deion Branch turning him into a Super Bowl MVP. You take a look at a guy like Chris Hogan. There's been a million cases where Brady's made that guy better. But let's be honest right now. Rob Gronkowski, greatest tight end of all time. Brady had him. Randy Moss comes in, undefeated team until the Super Bowl. Come on, Randy Moss is a top 3 to 5 wide receiver of all time. They brought him in for Tom Brady. He has had plenty of elite weapons all time, but he's also made more players better. And I think right now at age 42, he wants players. He needs guys, and he knows that. He knows he's getting older, but he wants to keep playing. This guy wants to play until he's 45 friggin' years old, and Tampa Bay is taking a chance on him. What does it mean for the NFL? I think it's great for the NFL. I really do. I think if he had stayed in New England, it would have been great for the NFL because now people would still be doing the hate thing. There'd be the love-hate in terms of the love with the Patriot fans, the hate from everybody else. But now what you've got is you have the Brady-Belichick dynamic. Now, I don't know years from now if we're going to be talking about Brady or Belichick being more important to the dynasty, because Brady's not going somewhere in his prime. If this were Tom Brady at 38, 39, and he went off and won a Super Bowl, we'd be able to kind of dissect that a little bit better, which guy is more important than the other in terms of the Patriots dynasty now that they're separated. But Tom Brady at the age of 42, I don't think we can quite do that. Belichick, however, has the long-term part of trying to figure things out. Can he win there for 4 to 6 years, 7 years? Remember, he built this thing originally. Do not poo-poo, by the way, the New England Patriots, which brings me to the next aspect of this thing. Everybody seems to be crowning the division for the Buffalo Bills. I say take a quick time out on that. This is still Bill Belichick. They still have great special teams and awesome defense. They know how to draft. They have great ownership. Do not sleep on New England still being incredibly formidable. When you add a couple other layers to this thing, what does it mean for the NFC? Well, the favorites in the division for the NFC South, still the New Orleans Saints. They bring Drew Brees back for, I believe it was 2 years and around $50 million. They're a team that's still the favorite there with Kamara and with Brees and Thomas and a very, very underrated defense. Sean Payton, one of the top 5 coaches in the National Football League. He and Brees are going to stay together and ride out the swan song and try to go back to another Super Bowl. The Saints are still the favorite there, but Tom Brady and the Bucs add a different dimension. They add certainly another layer to a challenger for the wild card in terms of an already loaded NFC. Think about the West. You've got to deal with the Seahawks and the 49ers, an up-and-coming Cardinal team now that just signed, just traded for DeAndre Hopkins. They've got Larry Fitzgerald coming back, Kyler Murray year 2. We'll see what Cliff Kingsbury and company do. They've added some pieces on defense as well, including Jordan Phillips, who just played for the Buffalo Bills and had a very formidable season. You've got contenders across the board. You got the Green Bay Packers. You're going to have to deal with the Minnesota Vikings. I think the Eagles are going to have a rebound year. You've got a lot of contenders there, and now you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kind of chomping at the bit to win a wild card. What does it mean for the city of Tampa? It's enormous. Oh, my God. I mean, Tampa Bay, they're getting arguably the greatest quarterback of all time in a pretty darn good sports town that is used to spring training, used to Tampa Bay Ray baseball. Nobody goes to those games. Obviously, the Tampa Bay Lightning, unfortunately, they're kind of waiting to see if they're going to get back with the coronavirus, so they can kind of get over that October hump. But good Lord, or that Stanley Cup hump, and I know that there probably could be a hump for the Tampa Bay Rays to get over in October as well. But in the meantime, Tom Brady, bobbleheads, programs, different things, ticket sales. You know that people are going to be working from home and booking orders and such, reporting back to their Tampa Bay bosses and whatnot with the Buccaneers. People are chomping at the bit for football right now because Tom Brady is there. It was a case in point where Tampa Bay was just kind of an all right franchise with a couple of really exciting players, Chris Godwin, Evans and company. Now you've added Tom Brady to it. They have a couple of draft picks I think that could be big difference makers, and now they're all of a sudden a contender to win a division and or a wild card berth over the next couple of years. So that's a big deal right there as well. And of course for the NFL in general, I already mentioned that it's kind of great and all that. Where do the Patriots go from here? Back to that for a second. I think the Patriots go right to Bill Belichick. You got to let him try to get this thing back a little bit. He's got a plan of attack going. Obviously the San Francisco 49ers would have been a place Bill Belichick would have hoped for Tom Brady to go, so then he could have made another play for Jimmy Garoppolo, who he wanted, to follow up Tom Brady. Although you can't really argue with the results of keeping Brady around, getting to multiple Super Bowls and adding to that Super Bowl championship list. But either way, the legacy has been cemented in New England. I don't care if Brady goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, one player, one team, that stuff is nice. Jeter, Garrett, Ryan Sandberg, etc. But Michael Jordan played for a couple of teams. Babe Ruth played for multiple teams. Wayne Gretzky played for 4 teams. Stuff happens all the time. Tom Brady will always be remembered as a New England Patriot. And on that note, I'm actually going to do a video just on Brady's legacy and what he meant to the city of Boston in terms of how he impacted the entire sports scene for 2 decades. Mike Lindsley here, Rosie's Corner. Get on down here. Take out, of course, pizza, pasta, hot and cold subs, and more. Support local business, and when they get back, enjoy the games.